Hi guys, I'm Andre. This is Jezza, my chef friend. So we finally have a professional judge on this channel. I'm really hoping for some interesting ingredients. Let's see what we got.
Alright, so we're here today at Tesco's and I've been asked by Andre, Mr. Burzylicious himself, to do a shop for some ingredients, so he's going to cook something out of the ingredients. Now I've got 20 quid, 20 English pounds, to get as much stuff as I can. This is a real challenge for me. I've been a professional cook myself for 20 years and I've been told that I'm not allowed to buy conventional stuff. I've got to get stuff that's exciting, something different, and make a real challenge for it. So we're going to do it right now. Let's see what we can get.
Masks on, people, masks on. It is freaking COVID. Let's do this! Vegetables! Don't want anything but stuff, that's expensive. It's important to remember we've only got 20 quid to spend here, so let's have a look. Now this is what I was hoping for, some like juice stuff, bargains, because he's going to cook it today, so it's not going to go off. Ooh, blueberries! 89p though. I like blueberries, I like strawberries, but they're a bit pricey. I'm going to go with the blueberries, 8.90. Chestnut mushrooms, £1. It's a pretty good amount there. And apparently, they're high in vitamin D. Let's have them. Italian rocket. Fantastic stuff. Spring onions, 37p, fine. Bean sprouts, 1 red onion, 1. Decent wedge brie, 79 pence. What about that? No salmon, lovely, but too expensive. What we got here then? Oh, that's nice. That would be really nice. It's quite expensive though. £2.85. Really good ingredient though, sea bass. Sea bass?
What I get up so full of fish. Really? I don't do the jellyfish, but
Oh,
sea bass is lovely.
sea bass is lovely, nice meaty fish. £2.85. What do you reckon? That's a bargain, isn't it? Oh, have that, yeah. I would love to see what Andre's do with those pork bellies. Fantastic. 70 pence for finger roll. Oreos, quid, 50p off, bargain. That's 2 quid for real cream. I believe that's a pretty good product. 89 pence. Okay, 1.25 left. Savoy cabbage, great British vegetable. And I think that's a wrap.
Alright, so we've got some nice ingredients in there. One of my favourite things I've got is sea bass, so my idea of that would be sort of like the centrepiece, the main ingredient, the main course. Fabulous fish, it's very, very meaty, so it's full of flavour. So I've brought in some other things in there. So it's got some paprika, that's going to go really well with the sea bass. And I've got him some bread rolls. Now my hope with the bread rolls, instead of just keeping them as rolls, what I would do is I would break them down into smaller pieces and stick them in the oven and dry them out, and then I'd probably stick them through like in a blender, so I'd make them into breadcrumbs. And what I would do with those is I'd use them as breadcrumb crust, for the sea bass. So I'm hoping he turns them into breadcrumbs. So that would be something really cool to do with them. He's got some bean sprouts in there again. That's just a quick saute toss in the pan. He's got some cabbage in there as well. That's going to go really well with the sea bass. So the bean sprouts and the cabbage, I'd saute that all off together and do like a stir fry with that. And again, you've got some paprika that's going to go great in there. He's got some other great things, some spring onions, he's got some cream, he's got some Dijon mustard. I'd probably be making some kind of sauce out of that. The dessert, I've sort of gone for the Oreos and the cream. I don't know what he's going to do with them, so that's the challenge there. So some kind of Oreo dessert, maybe make the cream into some chantilly cream with a bit of icing sugar, creme chantilly on top of the Oreos, crush them up, some kind of biscuit creation with that. So it's got a potato. Do you know what? You can do anything with a potato, and he's got some parsnips there as well. So I don't know if he can maybe add some honey and honey roasted parsnips, something like that. Anyway, Mr. Burzylicious is a genius. I'm sure he's going to be great.
So what I've done is tried to throw a few crazy wildcard things in there. So what are you thinking?
Well, my first thought, it's taking me into the Chinese direction, because we've got some savoy, some bean sprouts, some prawn even, mushrooms. I can make some sort of stir fry, or fried rice, something like that. With the pork belly, I'm actually gonna sous vide it. It's gonna be nice and tender. The fish is just gonna be grilled, I think. Or we can try to make the fish soup.
That's a cool idea.
Okay. Yeah.
What about the bread rolls?
Bread rolls, yeah, they are gonna be. So I think the pork belly, after I sous vide it for 2 hours, maybe 3 if we have enough time. I'm gonna turn it into some nice pulled pork and fill the bread rolls.
Pulled pork, superb.
Yeah.
And you've got one solitary potato, which you told me I could have picked a better one. That is a good point. So you're probably going to lose maybe a quarter of it.
Yeah, that's okay.
What are you thinking? Some sort of potato dish, maybe?
I think maybe some chips would go good with the pork rolls. Pulled pork rolls.
Cool. So some Romanian style chips.
Yeah, I can do that. They are the same, but okay. I can make them granny style, like my grandma used to make them.
That's the best kind of chips
Yeah.
going, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Looks like a really nice variety selection. I don't know where the brie will go. You can get Oreos as a dessert just on their own. With mustard.
Mustard and Oreos. What a combo.
But I'll think something about the brie. It goes well with blueberries.
And the cream?
And the cream. Yeah, maybe we can turn it into the dessert with the orange. I don't know. We'll see. But I think a dessert out of this tree will be good. Although we don't have sugar. So I kind of have to use the Oreos.
The Oreos should be quite sweet themselves. So
Yeah.
hopefully.
Okay. We'll
Cool.
see. We'll see. Thank you.
Sounds good, thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna prep the pork belly to go in the sous vide machine for about at least 2 hours, maybe 3 if we have enough time. And I'm gonna brush it with some mustard and smoked paprika and some other spices. It's gonna stay at around 80 degrees and hopefully it's gonna get nice and tender. Okay, I'm boiling some rice in the back that I'm gonna turn it later into some fried rice. And right now I'm gonna prepare kind of a cheesecake from brie, the double cream that's in the freezer right now to cool down. Blueberries, and it's gonna have an Oreo base. Okay, I'm gonna try to make prawn fried rice. Unfortunately, my wok doesn't work on this electric hob, so I'm gonna use this pot. Yeah, I hope it's gonna work out. Okay, they've been in the sous vide for about 2 hours, and now I'm gonna turn these nice juices into a sauce or some sort of gravy, and hopefully the pork pulls apart so I can make some pulled pork sandwiches. Otherwise, I'm just gonna grill it. The smell is amazing. Alright, I'm done. We have 4 nice courses. For starter, I've got fish soup, then some nice pork belly sandwiches and chips. Then we have some fried rice with shrimp and vegetables. And for dessert, some brie and blueberry cheesecake with Oreo base. Let's see what our specialist thinks. Right, let's see how the soup turned out.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this one.
Okay, let's see.
So let's have a look.
So it's up to your expectations.
It's very rustic, it's very chunky, which I
Yeah.
think is really cool for a soup. So we've got like a broth.
That's how we make the soups in Romania.
That's Romanian.
Yeah.
It's a bit like a broth. So
Yeah.
it's got a lot going on in it. So I'm looking forward to this. It looks very nice. So I'll try and get a good mix here of the vegetables and fish. It's actually really good. It's seasoned very nicely.
It is really tasty.
The fish is very tender.
I've never made this sort of soup before, but it's actually great.
I think it's great. Fish is very tender. The vegetables have a nice bite to them.
Yeah.
That's everything that you'd want in a soup, I think, there, definitely. Very nice.
Thank you. Glad you like it.
Definitely a job well done there. Really excellent. What do you think Gordon Ramsay would say to this if he ate it?
I think that's quite a challenge for Gordon Ramsay, but I think he would probably like it. Yeah, he would say it's average, over average.
I give him a call and we can get him on the show next week.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
I'll save some soup for you.
Yeah, I love it.
Don't have to finish if you don't want to. There's a lot to.
There is a lot.
A lot
to eat.
more to taste.
But I'm just trying to get the fish out, the parts of fish that are left in there, because that's the part I like the most.
That for now.
Excellent.
I agree. Yeah.
Very good job on that one, mate.
Thank you. Okay, let's see the pork belly.
Wow, look at that.
That's my seat.
Yeah, what I like about this, I think the presentation is very good. I like the stack of the chips.
Yeah.
And what you've got here is lovely shine to the glaze on top of the pork belly.
Thank you.
I think that's a nice piece of eye candy right there.
Yeah, it does look nice.
It looks really nice.
Hope it tastes as nice.
Well, I'm gonna dive in and we're gonna find out
Yeah.
if it tastes half as good as it looks. We're in for a big treat, I think. Here.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna try the chip first. The Englishman will always judge you by your chips.
Okay. These are my grandma style chips. This is how my grandma used to make them.
Now, that's a nice That's a nice rustic chip. That's a really fantastic amount of seasoning on there. So
Okay.
that's a top drawer chip.
I didn't expect that,
Top
but thank
drawer
you.
chip right there.
Yeah.
No. I can see these chips being served in an English countryside pub, a nice big basket full of these, and the locals being very happy with these chips and a nice pint of English ale.
Okay.
Great chip. We will try the pork belly.
Yeah. Let me see what you think.
So let's try this bad boy. I have to say, that is fantastic.
I agree with you.
I know your ambition for this was a really slow cooked pulled pork,
We didn't have enough time for that. Yeah.
but I mean you've had to improvise on this, and I actually think the improvisation is fantastic. Though it's still actually very very tender,
It is tender enough for a sandwich.
and you've got a nice caramelization going on the fat there, which is really important.
It's important because otherwise,
It's just going to taste fatty.
yeah.
But actually, I'm eating pork belly, which is a streaky, fatty piece of meat, and I'm not tasting fat in here because I think you've done a
It's
great.
been rendered out in the sous vide first of all, and then a bit more in the grill, and also the rocket toast. Although I don't like rocket, it helps.
Yeah. So I'm not converted you to rocket in the sandwich.
No, it does help in the sandwich, but not a big fan.
I think that's an excellent sandwich with some excellent chips, and again, I think you could serve this dish in a nice bistro style restaurant, and this would go down very well with the punters, and they'd be very happy with this. I'm certainly very happy with this.
Okay, great, good to know. What would you do different? What would you add to it?
I wouldn't do a lot different, really. I would maybe go with a brioche bun, but you've been given what you've been given. My hope was with the bread was you may have made it into breadcrumbs or something like that. But I probably would have done something with it, but you've gone for a sandwich, which is cool.
To be honest, kind of shadow. To be honest, this kind of bread doesn't really work well for croutons. You can make croutons out of it, but it's too soft and too mushy for croutons.
I probably would have dried it out in the oven a bit.
Okay.
With the pork belly, I probably would have, I think we discussed this, I probably would have slow roasted it in the oven, this kind of sandwich.
Yeah.
I think that what you were going for was a pork, so your method was brilliant for the pulled pork.
Yeah,
this-
but it needed at least 12 hours, I think.
Oh,
for that.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think that your vision was fantastic. It would have been
Yeah.
absolutely
I
brilliant.
tried to cheat it, but didn't have enough time.
So I would have slow roasted this and got those juices going. But I think what's really fantastic about this sandwich that I definitely could not have done better is the glaze on top. I think
it's
that
really,
is-
really good. It's really delicious.
It's so
all the
spot on.
pork juices.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could swaddle that up and you could sell that as a sauce in
Yeah.
jars. And I think the Dijon mustard you've worked in, the Dijon mustard and the way you've basted the meat in the Dijon mustard is done a great job there. So this is 100%. I'm going to have to finish this sandwich.
Yeah. I'll finish it. as well.
Nothing goes to waste here. I have to say, the soup was what I was most looking forward to, and I thought that was an excellent starter. But that was better.
Okay.
That was
Okay,
even
that's
better
good.
than the soup.
Let's hope it goes this way. Everything's better than the last. Yeah. Okay, let's see how the fried rice turned out. I'm not gonna try this one because I'm too full and I want to try the cheesecake.
This looks nice. I like the presentation. I like the raw bean sprouts in there just to finish it off.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
That,
I think Shadow likes it.
yeah, it does. Looks very
Definitely
good.
likes it. And
It's truly.
I think that's just great presentation. what I like here is you've used the inside of the cabbage
Yeah,
in this dish.
that's crunchy and then sweet.
And then you've used the outside of the savoy for the soup on the starter. So you've got nice little variety here.
Shadow.
Absolutely shadow, definitely. So I'm just going to try and get a little bit of everything. I'm not going to eat too much of this because full. So we break it down and we can see the mushrooms coming through. They look really nice. Again, we've got nice rustic big chunks here. Try and get some prawns in there. And so we can get a nice selection of stuff here. Try this. Yeah, it's very good. It's very good.
Okay.
The rice is nicely fried. The sugar snaps are cooked really nicely.
Do they still have a bite? Okay. Good.
All the texture from the dish is coming from the sugar snaps and the prawns.
Yeah.
So they're cooked really nicely. The beans in the middle of the sugar snaps, really nice. The rice is well cooked. Yeah, it's really nice. Again, that's
Okay. So far, I nailed everything.
you're doing great on this. That's I could happily sit there and eat a bowl of that as an entree in a restaurant. That'd be amazing.
Okay, good. Glad that it works for you.
Ah, no.
Okay, I'm very excited for this cheesecake. Let's see how it turned out.
This is the cheesecake.
Yes.
So we have a free cheesecake with an Oreo base
Yeah.
and
Some scattered blueberries in the cheese mixture, and then I made blueberry compote on top.
very nice.
Yeah.
Again, I think you've got a nice shine on the compote there,
Yeah.
and that gives it a very eye pleasing now.
Okay.
Let's give this bad boy a go.
Dig to the bottom
You
for the
do.
Oreos.
It's a deep job.
Yeah. Ooh.
That looks nice.
Look at that.
I love the way the compote is flowing through the cream there.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
you dig through and you can
That
see
looks
the
great. Yeah.
contrast there. Let's give it a go. It's actually working really well. It's great.
Oh, shadow.
That's really
You
nice.
need to wait for all the flavors to mix. But it goes well. It goes really well together.
You can just feel them, can't you, on the back of your mouth? And it's what's quite magnificent is it's not very sweet in a really good way. It's
No, the cheese mixture doesn't have any sugar. So all the sweetness comes from the Oreos and the compote on top. Yeah, it's really well. It really goes well together. It's really good.
considering I really didn't give you a lot to work with dessert-wise, you managed to produce something really quite fantastic. So it's another top drawer creation there from you.
The fresh blueberries. I've just got one. They are really great. It probably needed some more, but didn't have enough.
No. I think I'm just going to try a little bit of the compote actually by itself.
I tried it earlier and it actually tastes like one of my grandmother's jams.
Yeah, that's precisely what I got as soon as I tasted it. It's got the consistency as well of like a homemade jam,
Yeah.
and it reminds you of being a little kid.
Yeah.
When
Yeah, exactly.
Your nan used to, for me it was actually my neighbour, a really nice old fella called Tom. He used to give us homemade jams, and him and his wife used to make them. They were a lovely couple to live next door to, and they used to give us these homemade jams. It just reminds me so much of my childhood.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's really great. I'm not sure I can eat much more because I'm pretty stuffed from the pork.
Alright, I'm full as well. Shadow agrees as well, I think.
they're always a breeze, especially when there's food involved.
So what did you think overall?
I think it was an excellent use of the ingredients. It was very creative. I have to say the pork was definitely my favourite. That was, you know, the glaze made it. It was fantastic. Chips were great. The soup, great texture, great flavours, nice rustic approach to it, which I really enjoyed. The big chunky vegetables. I enjoyed the bite there of the vegetables. I enjoyed the consistency of the soup overall. I think it's great the way you did it as a broth.
Yeah.
With the chunky vegetables played off the fish really, really well.
Okay, glad you liked it, yeah.
And then this was, I think, probably the biggest challenge was the dessert.
Yeah.
But again,
I didn't have much to work with, as you said, so...
You didn't.
It turned out pretty good.
I think the compote was excellent, the consistency of the cheesecake was great, and you did well to work the brie into it there.
Yeah.
And then the final thing would be the rice, which again, I'll say about the rice, I wish I had a bit more room to be able to fill that in. Because I was so full after the pork.
I can imagine, yeah, I know.
But the rice was really, really nice. I would have loved to have had that rice. I think would have gone really well with the prawn taste coming through. I think it would have gone really well with a nice piece of grilled fish or something. So
yeah,
it would be a great dish to make another dish out of in a restaurant.
Yeah.
But it was all really, really enjoyable. And I think you've done an amazing job there. And
okay, thank you, yeah.
I've had a really good day doing this, and it's really nice to have someone else cook for me for a change, I have to say. Job well done, definitely.
Thank you very much. If we go a bit backwards, how was the shopping for you?
Shopping was fun. Hectic with a lot of people there. It's very difficult, I think, to cap yourself at £20, and I have to be very sort of selective about what I was going to buy.
You did really well. I mean, your selection of ingredients was the widest so far, the widest variety. So you did really well.
It was very difficult for me going round because I was always sort of thinking, oh, this will go with this, and this will go with this, and this is what I would do. And I did try to give you a good selection, to give you as much creativity as I could, but unfortunately I always sort of went to what I would do if I was cooking for like a dinner party or something. But I think you've done things a lot differently from how I would do, and it's been incredibly interesting to...
Okay, that's good. It was a bit challenging for me as well, especially with the dessert.
Yeah.
But I think the ingredients you chose were pretty good overall.
And I think the high point of the dessert there is definitely the blueberry compote on top is an absolute triumph.
Yeah, I agree. I really agree. It reminds me of my childhood. Would you do this again?
Yes, yeah, it's been a fun experience. It's been a fun day. I mean, I've enjoyed it. Right.
All right, great. Maybe I'll see you again sometime.
Yes, you will. And just for all Mr. Birdie's brilliant viewers, if you have enjoyed this video, remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and make sure you've got all your notifications turned on, and then you will see more beautiful content just like this. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.